Hey, fellow classmates of Interpersonal Communication 508. Well, I tried to do a video with my phone and video editor and it didn't work. So I'm just going to go ahead and broadcast it live with you. So we've been talking about this class period. We've been talking about interpersonal communication, and I definitely want to discuss about what it means to me and different things that we've learned. So I'm going to do an overview of my overachieving, behavioral blends, barriers, etc. So for my goal, I want to definitely become a better listener and a communicator so I can become a supervisor in my field or to advance in it because I'm definitely wanting to get further in my career because it is important to me. I know a lot of people think, well, it's money, but I just want to move further in my career and also to maybe possibly one day become a counselor because that is important to me as well to work for children, work with children because they need a lot of love and I love children, definitely. Now, when we took our behavioral blend test on my uniquely you, mine came out to be CICS and ICS. Now, with that being said, the CICS is definitely 100% me. It's a people person. I'm definitely a people person. I love to get to know people. I really think I never meet a stranger. I think I get that from my dad, of course. Everybody says I'm my daddy's daughter, which is totally true. And I don't like conflict because I can't stand it. I like to follow the rules. I don't like to break them. I try to tend to be respectful to whoever's in charge and to follow whatever they say, even if I don't agree with it, because that is important. Because if you don't, then you're definitely going to get fired or you could get suspended as well, either one. And I'm also an encourager and a nurturer, which is absolutely true as well, because I do like to encourage people, say, hey, it's okay. You're going to make it. Keep on going. Keep on keeping on and just giving them a hug and hug it out with somebody if they're having a rough day. Now, that being said, there are some positive and negative sides to it. Of course, people do love being around me because I am an awesome person to most people. I do try to get to know people. I try to see where they come from and just how they interact with me and what their likes are, what their dislikes are, if they're strong in their faith like me, etc. I try to live my life for Christ every day because that's important, especially going to a Christian college. You may not be a Christian, but I try to live my life for Christ every day. And it's tough, but I definitely try to do that for to give him the glory, give God the glory, because that is important. And I try to get the job done. Even if it may be hard, I try to get it done. Now the negative side, I have a tendency to let things get to me. I allow people to steamroll over me, which shouldn't happen, and that's been hard because I've been bullied, kind of harassed as well. But I'm trying to learn from what I've done, learn from my mistakes, and we'll see what happens. I need to become more confident. I need to definitely get back on track with things because it is important and to keep the job done. Cause now there are barriers that I have faced or I may face. One of them is conflict. Like I said in my behavioral blend, I don't like conflict. And the best thing for me is to try to walk away from it because definitely it is hard. And I just say, hey, let me just step back and not let things go and try to become don't become the center of it. Just try to walk away from it. I also try to stand my ground, which is hard. You have to stand your ground sometimes. You say, hey, you don't need to talk to me like that, but not do it in a rude way or condescending way. Sometimes, like I said, you cannot let people walk all over you. That is tough because people tend to do that. And, of course, definitely, if things do get bad, try to report it to a boss. Like I said, conflict can be either at work, at school, at church, you name it. One of the other things, of barriers that I've seen is the flat brain syndrome from one of the books we've read. This book right here. And some of the things that I've seen, I kind of consider the flat brain people kind of like a Debbie Downer, quote unquote, because they tend to be more negative about themselves. So in that situation, with that kind of barrier, I try to help them to get them going in the right direction, to try to not let them be so sensitive. Try to help them understand that this is what we need to do. Let's get it done from point A to point B to increase self-confidence, and, help someone in the right direction. I need to improve on my confidence itself, but it's important to help them and just to try to show them love, build a strong friendship because it is important. Also, I think identity is very important for myself. Recently just graduated from my undergrad and getting into the real world. I'm now in a big girl job. I'm sure some of y'all are just getting started in big girl job or big boy job. And so it is important to know who we are. How are people accepting us? Are we ourselves? Are we trying to be someone we're not? Are we trying to slip away from what we've known? I mean, some people, they can say, okay, I'm going to go from being on top to going down to the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and serve the Lord with all my heart. For me, serve the Lord with all my heart, to try to do the best I can in what I do, and to just be more confident. No identity, important. I need to understand I will make mistakes. Not everything's going to go the way it should be. Of course, one thing is not to let others make decisions for me. I need to keep on learning about myself, keep on getting into the Word, try to pray and ask God to help me throughout the day, and just to research more about my job and what goes on. And also, don't give the people what they want. Be you. I know I need to be me more. Don't be a pleaser. And I've definitely been told that. So there's also noise pollution, which is important to know that sometimes internally you'll get overwhelmed or stressed out or indecisive about something, but it is important to know that your external can cause performance to go down and what people think of you. Now, the rest of the time, the things I want to definitely conclude with is I know my action plan is to not take things too personally. Plain and simple. Listen before I speak. Don't stick my foot in my mouth. Make sure I stay focused. Be confident in myself. I know I don't need to second guess myself, and keep on improving on my abilities, because one day I will become into that supervisory position. I'm truly believe in it. So for all of you, if you want to look at this video, you're free to look at it. It's a Google Hangout, and I do have my references from our different textbooks and from the articles I found. And I just want to thank y'all for this opportunity, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you, and God bless.